Hello everyone, my name is Kara, your SmolRedpanda, and today we are going to be doing unrecognizable makeup because I've been seeing that trend everywhere. The specific person who I got inspired by, her name is Scarlett Fraser here on YouTube, so I'm going to put the screenshot right there, and her TikTok is Weary Doll, which I'm also gonna input a screenshot right there. Her look, I loved it. I thought it was super cute, kind of emo, kind of alt, kind of goth-ish, but also with like a mix of like Douyin in there a little bit. So I wanted to recreate that look. So we're going to be doing that today. I am going to be listing all the products I'm using down below. Let's get started. First step is primer. We all know this. Excuse my cat. She's got the zoomies. Oh no, she laid down on her little perch because she knows it's time for mama to film. So it happens when you become a cat mom and you're an aspiring YouTuber. Your cat just learns to go sleep while you film. So we're just gonna do primer. The primer I am using today, this is not a sponsored product. It's the Maybelline Master Prime Blur Defend Primer Base Sunscreen, which I always use. I don't want to age like milk. Trust me, honey. I don't care how old you are. Wear your sunscreen. I'm going to try and limit the amount of talking in this video because my last video was 40 minutes long. Clearly, I just had so much to yap about. So we're going to keep it to a minimum today. I am just going to focus on the makeup look. I have the inspo photo here. I will also put that up on the screen for you guys. Second step, we're gonna go in and do our eyebrows. I like to do my eyebrows first. Everyone does their makeup differently. I'm just gonna do my eyebrows really quick. It's too high up. This is the exact reason why I do my eyebrows first, so that I can just wipe it away. They're a bit messy right now. Trust the process. We're gonna do the base. So from the looks of it, she wears relatively high coverage makeup. Also, let me know if you guys like the lighting better. I got a complaint on my last makeup video saying that the lighting wasn't good. I just turned up the lights that I already had. So, because I can't really change my setup. I really can't, due to my living situation. So until I end up moving out, being able to afford to move out to get my own place, this is what the lighting is gonna look like. Sorry, but this is how it's gonna be. We're gonna move on to foundation. We're gonna be using the Rem Beauty Sweetener Foundation in Fair Neutral. So, little ASMR moment. I am basically taking my hand and I'm doing this. And I'm just gonna do that around my chin, make sure it's not super streaky. And then the excess product, I'll just tap. Oh my god, it's so pale. The excess product, I'll just go in with my sponge and like tap into it and then put the rest of it on my face, if that makes sense. So we're just gonna blend this to the gods. guys say anything, I'm aware I look like a ghost. I'm just that pale, okay? We've been here, we've done that, we know this. So, alright, now I'm just gonna take my e.l.f. Camo Concealer because I decided to go in and mix the two products because I was running really low on this. And at the time, I didn't have money to buy another one, so I just ended up mixing the CoverGirl Clean Fresh Skin Milk in Porcelain, and then this is the shade Fair Rose. It works very well. Since I have two different products mixed in here that are both water-based, I believe this foundation is water-based too. We'll find out. I'm just gonna put a tiny bit of concealer because that foundation I had to blend like crazy. So I didn't get the max amount of coverage that I wanted. I could have used a cushion to get that kind of coverage, but realistically, I didn't really need it. So and then we're just gonna do that. It all makes sense when I blend it out, trust me. So this is the concealer placement, and we're going to blend. Put the excess on my nose. Now, that step is basically done. And I look like a ghost. Next step, we're gonna go in with blush. Just kind of like how I did the last video. Except we're gonna put less on because she doesn't really use that much blush. So I'm gonna do one dot here, one dot here. Put a tiny bit on my nose. A little bit more than that. Tiny bit on my nose. And that's all the blush we're doing today. I will bring it up to my eyes though, just because that's how I like my blush. So it's gonna be a tad bit different obviously because it's on a different face, so I have to tailor it to suit my features. But yeah, so we're basically just gonna put that on, blend this out, put that on my nose, a little bit on my lips, because I'm weird and I like to do that. Okay, blush done. Now, darkened my eyebrows again. Now we're going to go in with a powder puff, and I am basically going to set my whole face. What I'm using is the same one from last video, OPV Beauty London. I can't show you guys the top of the packaging because my lights are too bright, so it'll beam at you. Usually what I like to do so that I don't put too much powder on my face is I just tap once in the product so that I get it all over like that, and then I take it and I dab it on the back of my hand like this, just so that it's an even coating. See all that extra powder? It's on the back of my hand. Now I'm just gonna go and I'm gonna set my whole face with this, mainly concentrating it on the areas that I desperately need it, and then after that the excess is just gonna go everywhere else. So today's look is very, very matte. Very, very matte. So I'm just gonna go and set everything. And then after that, I'm gonna wipe off the excess. But this is just so that I can have a base that's not gonna mess with the rest of the makeup that we're doing. Okay, now I'm gonna get my big fluffy brush. I'm just gonna wipe away all of this because there's no need to have all this powder on my face. I know it's supposed to be a matte look, but realistically, I'm not. My skin does not enjoy matte, so I have to be careful with this. Okay, so we go in and we're going to start on the eyeshadow, which is the most crucial part in this look. I'm going to go in with the Tarteist Pro Heart Palette. Again, this was gifted to me. And then Haas Laboratories Glam Room #1. We're going to be using this as well. These are the two palettes I'm going to be using today to do my eyes. If I do end up adding other palettes, you guys will know. Obviously, I will tell you. So let's get this started, shall we? We're going to go in with the two lightest shades. I like to mix them because we're just gonna use this to block out my eye veins. I'm gonna pat this on. We're gonna have to blend this look to the gods. Well, that's all set. I'm going to take a warmer toned brown, which is gonna be indie in the palette. We're gonna use that as the base of the makeup look. It's kind of messy, to be honest. Like the look is gonna be relatively messy. So we're just gonna keep true to that and really just like smoke it out. Looks a bit crazy right now, but you guys are gonna have to trust the process. Now I'm gonna go in, we're gonna darken it a little bit. We're gonna make it like a little bit warm. I'm gonna add this like dark plum color in there and mix it with a warmer brown, like an orange almost, and we're gonna get like an in-between. And then we're gonna take it and we're just gonna like buff it in there. Just gonna buff it in there. Really buff it in there. Circular motions and really get it in there. And we're taking it underneath. You guys will see why in the next few steps. I'm gonna go back in with the same 2 shades, these 2. And we're gonna do the other side. We're gonna take it under the eyes as well. I'm gonna look like a bit of a raccoon for now, and then after this, you know, it looks crazy. We are going to take a lighter brown, mix this with this and a little bit of this pink. Mix this, and this. So chic, indie, and innocent we're gonna mix, and we're just gonna blend the top part like this. So it's a seamless blend. It's not gonna be like, we're going 2016 on this. We are literally going to be layering eyeshadows to the gods, but the blend is gonna be beautiful. I'm gonna blend this into the waterline here. On camera, it kind of looks a bit patchy, but you're just gonna have to trust me. Now, what we're gonna do is I'm gonna tap into Vamp right here, and then we're gonna mix it with Drama just a little bit. So we're gonna take these 2 shades and we're gonna very, very lightly go in on this corner. Just very, very lightly, because we're gonna use this to map out our liner later. Take it a little bit under there. We don't want too much, just enough. So we're gonna take the excess and we're just gonna bring it inwards. Like I said, this doesn't have to be perfect. It doesn't have to be super clean. As long as it's blended nicely, we're in the clear. Now we're gonna take the Haas Laboratories Glam Room 1. And we're gonna use this to kind of clean it up just a tad after I do my liner mapping. So we're gonna do that right now. Also, we're gonna be using the Tarte palette for my nose contour as well, because they have a really good contour shade in there that I'm gonna be using. So we're gonna take the lightest shade in this, basically paper white, and we're gonna be going under our brow again to like really, we're gonna really like blend out this moment here towards the top and the edges. We're just gonna like clean it up just a tad, if that makes sense. I'm gonna be eating after this, don't worry guys. I just need to, oh, I just got home. I apologize if there's any noise in the background. I kind of live in somebody else's house and I'm renting a room, so I don't really have control over my tea. Anyway, so now that that's done, we kind of cleaned up the edges for that eyeshadow. Now we are going to we're gonna map out our eyeliner, and we're gonna use the black from the Haas Laboratories palette, because this does not play around. Again, this was gifted. Oh my god, look at that pigment. You guys see that? Oh my god, that pigment is scary. Gotta tap off the excess for that one. My goodness. So her look is more like, it's not upturned all the way, but it's not all the way down. It's like right in the middle. So I'm gonna match, basically what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna match the exact angle of my eye, and we are going to get in there. So the reason why I'm using black, I kind of like map it out so that I can see it before I actually apply it and decide whether or not I like the angle of the eyeliner, if that makes sense. Does that make sense? You guys get what I'm saying? And my eye shape is kind of weird, so when I open like this, it does that weird thing. So I have to angle the eyeliner correctly in order to be able to do this. Oh, I accidentally went in with the black from this palette. Oops, okay. They're basically the same. Not basically the same. This one's like a lot more pigmented, so I wouldn't say that. But okay, so we're basically gonna drag it out, and it's gonna be at an angle to where it's gonna look a little bit funny at first, but that's kind of how the eyeliner has to be mapped out, if that makes sense. And then we're also gonna be doing the inner corner with this. So I'm just gonna map this out ahead of time. It's gonna look a bit crazy. You guys are gonna have to trust me, but you guys see the vision. And then we're gonna be connecting this over here, if you see I mean. So it's kind of like cosplay makeup. The way that she did this, it's kind of like cosplay makeup in a way with the way that she did this, but basically recreating. But do you guys see the vision? Okay, so I'm gonna do the other side. Okay, so that's the map. I know it looks a bit crazy right now, but it'll work. So this is the basic map. Obviously, it's not what we're actually gonna be doing, but this is the basics of the look right now, is what I'm trying to say. Now, we're gonna go in with actual eyeliner, which I'm absolutely terrified of doing, but we gotta suck it up and we gotta do it, right? Okay. I'm gonna be using my NYX Ink Epic Ink Liner in black. This stuff does not budge. When I tell you that other look, okay, so I ended up falling asleep in my makeup the other day. That other look ended up staying on for like 2 days. When I tell you my product, like the products that I use are good, like I'm not playing around. Like this stuff is good, okay? Yeah, that makeup did not come off for like 2 days. I had to scrub my face so hard to get that makeup off, and I know it's not good for your skin, but you get what I'm saying. So yeah, anyway, we're gonna do the eyeliner. Wish me luck. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get this to match, but we're gonna do our best. We are going to do our best to follow the map. All right, I need to focus, so cue music. So we did the inner corner, we did the outer wing for the eyeliner. Now, I'm gonna be real, I'm not gonna go in with the ink liner on the waterline because I personally don't like the way that looks on my eyeballs. So we are gonna do the alternative route, and we're gonna go in with eyeshadow instead, because I feel like I have more control with the eyeshadow. Now that the eyeliner is done, I'm basically just gonna take a mix of the black here and the dark and the red. If you see what I'm talking about, this. I'm basically gonna take a mix of all three, and we're gonna blend it in the outer corner here. So since the eyeliner is done, we can do that. That way it's kind of matching the vibe, if that makes sense. Yeah. So we're gonna go boom, boom, boom. Tap off excess, and we're gonna go and match the other side. Basically just gonna like smoke it out, if that makes sense. Smoke it out. Oh, now it's kind of patchy. Hold on, give me a minute. I'm gonna have to like blend this like crazy. Now that that's done, I can go in with a smaller brush and do the detail work. So here's where detail work comes in handy. We're not gonna do the whole under swoop thing. I think I can do this correctly. So it's still gonna be a little bit of an under swoop, but it's not gonna be nearly as intense. So we're basically just gonna add a line connecting the two. Yeah, okay, that works. I have to be like very careful with how I do these things, because low-key, I have 2 different eye shapes, so. It looks so much better on this side than this side, but whatever. Okay, so basically I just added a line to connect the two. Boom, boom. Oh, I didn't want to do that. I'm just gonna darken this up just a tad. Now we're gonna go in and clean up some of the mess that we just made. We're gonna take that and put it in the inner corner to kind of lighten it up a little bit. Kind of give like a faux cut crease moment. Boom, boom. We're gonna take like a tiny little itty bitty baby brush and we're gonna do that. Same on the other side to kind of give it a seamless blend. Now we're gonna do the same thing for the under eye. And we're just gonna add a little bit under the eye like this. Because what we're gonna end up doing, there is a lot of fallout in this palette, just a heads up if you plan on picking it up. I highly doubt it, but anyway, so I just lightly put it on here. Now we're gonna take a pink. We're gonna take like a mauve-y pink and we are going to put it a little bit under like this. Just to put it under the eye like that. And then I'm gonna take the angled brush again, but I'm just gonna use this cool tone shade right here. And we're just gonna outline the egg yolk saw where it naturally sits on my face. Boom and boom. And then we're gonna take the light cool tone shade because this look is kind of heavily cool toned. And we're going to draw this on. Now we're gonna go in and we're gonna do contour for the nose. And she has a very specific way of doing nose contour for some reason. So we're just gonna match that. I don't have mascara and lashes on yet or contour everywhere else. So I'm just gonna do this. Okay, so the way that she does it is she does a little swoop, like kind of gives herself a cat nose, kind of like that. I'm basically just gonna try and emulate the kind of look that she does. Oh my gosh, that looks crazy on me anyway. It looks great on her. And then for her, I'm gonna do that trick that my friend Sierra posted and it blew up on TikTok. We're kind of gonna make like a little button nose. And then she does this. So takes it and then she does like a line like that. If you see, I mean. So that's what she does for nose contour. Obviously, I'll go in and I'll add highlight and blush and other stuff on top, but we're gonna do the rest of the face. We're gonna go in with the Fenty Beauty Sun or Sunstalker. It's on the warmer side, but carving out her cheekbones. Carving them out. Because this look is about being snatched. And then we're going to take the same powder and we're going to basically contour our lips as well. For blush, we're going to use the ColourPop Desert Rose. Packaging looks like this. Color looks like this. It's got a tiny bit of shimmer, which is going to be perfect. And then we're going to go in with our big brush like this. Now we're going to go in with mascara and I'm going to pick out a pair of lashes. So I'll just use the Essence Lash Princess False Lash Effect, the green one. I don't really like this mascara very much because it smudges a lot on me, but since I'm not really going out, this is going to be fine. We are going to wait for it to dry. This was the Volume de Chanel mascara 10 Noir. This is a sample size. It was gifted to me. I did not buy this. If this works well enough, then I might actually not have to wear lashes, so we'll see. Usually this mascara does wonders for my lashes, so we might be able to live without lashes today. Because quite frankly, I don't like the lashes that I have. I'm just gonna go no lashes. We're not doing lashes today. I don't know where the glue went. Like, I'm being so for real right now. I don't know where the glue went. Now that the mascara is done, I'm going to go in with highlighter. I go in with my trusty Ofra highlighter. Again, gifted to me. I did not buy this. Under our eyebrow, like that. Make us look more snatched. I might extend this eyebrow because this eyebrow is longer than that one, so I might extend it. We're going to do a little bit of inner corner highlight there. Kind of make the inner corners a little bit lighter here. Follow the shape of the shadow that we did earlier. Kind of blend that in there. Blend that in there. And then we're going to do nose highlight, just like that. We're going to match exactly like that so that it brings out that shape that we made. I don't like it. I'm gonna be real with you. I don't think it suits me, but that's okay. We're gonna put a little bit here, and then I'm gonna grab a fluffier brush and we're gonna put it up here. So, and a tiny bit on our chin. We don't need that much. A little bit right there. Okay. Now for lips, I'm gonna go in with I'm gonna do the inner part. Warning, touching eyeball. So if you guys are weirded out by that, you can skip. Okay, there we go. That looks a lot better now. There we go. That's better. Sorry, had to do that. Lip liner, we're going to go in and use the NYX lip pencil, another color that I really like, in the shade, I think, Nude. So we're going to draw on our lips now. I'm going to go in with a bit of a lip tint to put in the center because I like to do that. Because I'm going to be frank with you, I don't really like how flat that looks. Like, it's pretty. Don't get me wrong, it's pretty. It just doesn't suit me, if that makes sense. So we're going to go in with this shade of lip tint. I'm running out of it. That shade. We're gonna go in with the more berry shade of this line. I think it'll look really nice on this. She did a matte lip. I have dry lips, so it's not gonna look as cute. Now we're gonna set our face. I'm gonna use the Urban Decay All Nighter. Lip plumper on top because I kind of need help in the lip department, not even gonna lie to you. That's gonna conclude today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you guys like the makeup. Even though I didn't put lashes on, kind of a shame, but I couldn't find my lash glue. This is how the makeup turned out. I don't know how I feel about it. Let me know how you guys feel about it in the comments. And I will see you guys in the next one. Bye! Mwah. 언제나 함께 있었음 해 모든 게 다 통하니까 Feels like daydreaming 너와 있을 땐 난 I love my life 사라지지만 나의 전부
chemistry is like no other two 힘들었을 때마다 늘 함께했던 너